You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Inside this Monday edition of the Breakfast Show, Liberty Online Television, they can look at the Criminal Procedure Act 2024, where Parliament just don't look back inside, waiting at the advantage and disadvantages, especially the parts pan this law where Parliament don't procedure them not for mix again pan criminal trial them, waiting at the effects so criminal cases them where the country can get and safe call where ILRAJ they make for let President Bio not sign this particular law because then get concerned say Parliament for go look back inside that particular section where they say they pull jurors then come out inside the criminal court session. This and other story then they inside the program for you this morning.
Alright, well, continue for the way to the program this morning. Don't forget to say as you tune in, press the share button so that more people go join the conversation. If now you first send this for watch Liberty Online Television, we want to say welcome to this platform as now the only digital platform where they bring to you credible and reliable information. But all things where they happen at the country. If they watch with our YouTube and I first time, I want to say a very big welcome to you again. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and press your post notification bell so that anytime Liberty Online Television count, you go no say we don't count. Today we look at the Criminal Procedure Act where Parliament they don't amend this BNTM, but after that they plenty legal practitioner them don't they raise concern but the section where them pull where they say trial by juror. What in this mean for the justice system this morning at the country will get for no. We go talk to ILRAJ and also we go talk to the chairman for the Legislative Committee in Parliament. Good morning and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television within our Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by ILRAJ Sierra Leone. One for apologize for that technical glitch there. We'll get earlier on where we start the program. We hope say una they get proper sound now and una they get to it. If una still not they get to it, kindly write them in the comment section so that we go know say the sound not come on yet. If the sound don't come on, also write them in the comment section so we know say we don't rectify the sound issue where we get earlier. We'll start the program. We will they bring the program come to you this morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba. Good morning. Well, inside this Monday edition of the Breakfast Show, today Liberty Online Television, they can look at the Criminal Procedure Act 2024, where Parliament been look back inside this BNTM as they don't agree for the new pattern of this law. Well, one section where plenty people on the race concern, but since Parliament passed this act, get for do with the trial by juror where they say they don't pull come out na the salon law system. Waiting at the effects of this and serve the concern them where people get around this particular section na this law, we go discuss them inside this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, if you don't follow the conversation, since over the weekend, plenty legal practitioners them don't get issue about the section where them pull come out inside the Criminal Procedure Act to get for do trial by juror. And this, according to them, they say it's not supposed for be so. And them legal practitioners they are so. Why don't they make them concern them through social media? They call on His Excellency the President, let him not sign this particular bill, let him send them back to member of Parliament them for let them go rectify them. So now the program this morning, we will get a legal officer where they come out from ILRAJ, when our organization we come out to them position and states them concern them. And also we go talk to the chairman for the Legislative Committee in Parliament, Honorable Mare Conte. He go can tell we waiting the Legislative Committee in Parliament been do inside this particular act, the term where they can go to Parliament as bill, and how they arrive at the conclusion for pull a particular section then at the act where na trial by juror. We will get Honorable Mare Conte, we can explain to we all the process and procedure them where they use from amend this particular act. Yes, so well, if you say for the watch we get concerned, you want for be part of the conversation this morning, text twin at +23274200545, or you can as well send your message na the comment section where you dey watch na any of the platform then this morning. Don't forget for share the program so that more people will join the conversation this morning.
All right, we dey continue with the Breakfast Show, and the first issue we dey look at this Monday morning now outside the T for Education, where a group of educated people where it's up na America, England, Australia, and other countries in the world. This BNTM been select the Rising Academy School in Waterloo among the top 10 best school them in the world. Where this, according to the head teacher at this school, where na Alpha Kamara, is saying because of the kind, quality, and standard of education where they get to picking in at this school. That's make them happen for the among the top 10 best school them in the world. Well, fellow, we know more about this school, Al Hassan Kuruma Bingo Wakade, and Adisi Brinkam.
This BNTM, the T for Education group, when a group will involve educated people around the world, we can give out to suit them on different categories based on what in schools can do for improve education sector and then community as well. Rising Academy School, Waterloo, they are among the top world-based schools them as them place them in a category we name Overcoming Adversity 2024. This make the head of the school, Alpha Kamara, been explain how them as school reach this far.
One of the things after several interviews, people are surprised saying, Sierra Leone, they among top schools in the world. How comes? That's the question. It's not about outcomes, it's about hard work. We are capable of doing that. We Rising Academy, Sierra Leone School, the category now overcoming adversity. We don't really overcome several adversities there, more especially when we Ebola time. Not only for someone they teach in our class, we learn the Ebola time, we get all the precaution of the Ebola. We get what we call the echo teaching. The echo teaching, we move door to door. So the kingdom, the men are not left out during the pandemic, door to door. We will teach them. We will teach them free of charge. The COVID-19, again, then the COVID-19, we get what we call a full tutorial. We assign certain number to teachers, certain number of school, to teacher, So they call the home of the parents there. So we want to first to begin and give it time for me to teach opportunity both English and math. After the ending of the session, the Peking can ask questions. At the ending of the session again, the teacher will follow up with the study. Then away from now on again, we isolated learning system from the faster maths and the faster reading. The faster maths and the faster reading are a learning system for boost up the Peking learning ability in numeracy and literacy.
Mr. Alpha continue for explain some of the facilities them where Rising Academy Waterloo get for meet international standards.
This out of many ways for me picking a land. This is now one of the way we call them ILRAJ. ILRAJ in a WhatsApp chat bot wherein we get a program with our mathematics. The mathematics then at the phone with the WhatsApp, just like we did chat to us in our WhatsApp. Our communication will go on between the Peking and the WhatsApp. The Peking they send the message, for instance, hi, they reply. From there, they get instruction where they give. So as you need, get a set of topics, the way they come. And the Peking will take a certain topic where you think say in familiar with. When we take that topic clear, questions that they come. Where questions that they come, the Peking they solve. As after any questions, we don't solve another question they come. After any question, another question they come. So this is the help for Peking them for me them more of way in mathematics. They improve the mathematics skills. They improve even stuff instead of Peking our hours. They watch TikTok, watch video on YouTube. This they help them, and even self we send the app that the parents them from them. So when they Peking self now host will use it beautiful. As we all see. Everybody busy, it's purely mathematics, and mathematics is one of the challenges for school Peking them and this nation. But for Rising Academy, mathematics is one of the simplest and easy subjects for them. They love mathematics more than anything because of the facilities that we will give them for make them offer with mathematics, more especially this very chatbot.
Continue for talk more about the facility now the primary school and the computer lab for school Peking them. We make them there among the top 10 world best schools them.
Recently among the top 10 schools in the world in the category overcoming adversity. So as Academy, guys, just like what I've been saying just now, we get several facilities that we need in the land. And out of these facilities, these are other facilities, we call it the tablet session. The tablet session, we get over 5,000 activities there inside this tablet session. Where they help improve the reading ability, the pronunciation of words, identifications of numbers, and even self in their mathematics. So each and every people get one tablet at the class. The tablets are totally free, they need for them. So these are for help them for me they will do. So picking them, one of the difficulties now in school them, for me picking will need for this. For me picking people pronounce a letter sound. So with the help of this tablet will make people able to pronounce sounds. They listen to the instructions, then with the tablet, with the teacher. These instructions will be followed by the students. Another one, and this one will be the YouTube, with our TBI, collaboration with Rising Academy and Ministry of Education as it is with the Parliament Institute. This is a platform where the Academy, they use internet facilities. Where there's teachers, for instance, they open the internet, they go to the system, wherever the system, all the entire syllabus of mathematics for SS1.
The head of the school, Mr. Alpha Kamara, end up for call on every salon man for votes for Rising Academy School Waterloo for win this award. As he said, this now award we will make them sabi salon around the world in terms of education business. For Liberty Online TV, Al Hassan Kouma, the report.
All right, so they continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. From that report, Sena Watalo, where they go now at the Lincoln Queen University, where now a creative technology university, where they for play active role for innovation and technology as part of their creative education. For sake of this, the university don't get student innovation exhibition as way for help the students them showcase their creative idea them. David Yankisi say gets more and they go now report.
Lincoln University of Creative Technology, when one of the leading universities in the country,
After the university be established alone, help promote education, youth empowerment and technology in the country. But after the university be done open the innovation hub for provide academic training, laboratory, studio with digital multimedia for students them na the campus. But this bien term, the university don't get the official opening of the end of year semester exhibition for showcase the student projects them. When we talk, the campus director, Madam Agnes Mugo, talk about the reason we make the university can get the end of year exhibition.
This occasion marking the culmination of our students and favoring dedication. Today, we gather to celebrate not just the end of a semester, but the exceptional creativity and innovation displayed by our talented students. This exhibition today is more than a showcase, and I'm sure you are attest to that. It's a platform for our students to unveil their imaginative projects to a wider audience. We are honored to have industry experts today, faculty staff, and our fellow students among us, generously sharing their insights to propel the growth and development of the exhibitors. Our broader mission through this exhibition is to foster collaboration between our students and industry professionals.
Lecture them from different departments being talk about the different projects them, where then class them being showcased.
Today we will be showcasing projects around our semester 2, we showcase projects around database, mathematics, how to do offline configuration for minor basics for semester 4 and semester 5, and we'll be showcasing web design, the front end, and also e-commerce site, both all our front end.
We are pleased to welcome you to the Faculty of Communication, Media and Broadcasting, end of semester exhibition. This event demonstrates the impressive work of our students through a variety of media platforms, including engaging TV talk shows, captivating films, compelling documentaries, TV adverts, informative newspaper and journal.
The range of products on display here today to show what our students have done. They have just put into practice the theory we gave to them. So for semester 2, we have students that have been able to do some designs that have to do with African wear, which are on display there. We also have another group that produced drills.
Plenty lecturers them will be the part of this exhibition. End up say, then as lecturers go ensure say, then continue with the exhibition after every semester as well for showcase the students then creative ideas. For Liberty Online TV, me, na David Yankee say the report.
Alright, we continue with the fashion. Never see yourself watch the program. Can send me a message on the different platform. The Musa they get Liberty Online Television this morning, or you can also send message to the text line when I +23274200545. We continue with the breakfast show. And remember, say today na the program we tell us say we can look at the Criminal Procedure Act 2024 where Parliament's been just don't look inside. Some parts of this law they were plenty legal-minded people not agree for any. They call on presidents be enough for sign them because Parliament don't go greasy, then for police section where they allow jurors them for look inside some criminal trial them. Well, waiting this mean waiting at the effect we go get to the society, especially we campaign decision they waking come out in courts. We will go for discuss all of that on the program this morning. We continue with the show and they go now at the International School Limited where we join the world this BNTM for Mark Then Career Day. Also picking them where they na different class them. Been dressed to the way how they want for become with them be leader them tomorrow. Well, we watch as we reporter when Mohammed Kamara been the part of this particular Career Day celebration and Egona reports.
International Career Day, na day where schools them all over the world, they celebrate with school picking them. as way for showcase wetin dem want for be in the future. During this celebration, school pikin dem dey wear uniform of different profession dem. Osai school administrator dem ki invite successful professional dem from all walks of life for come share their knowledge, but their workplace, job, their education and skill will help them for succeed na their career. Now, for sake of this, make this be anthem. International School Limited organized career day as way for showcase the students then different career them. Miss Etlin Beatrix Potter, na senior teacher na the International School Limited, explain about the importance of career day celebration.
Well, the importance of career day is for children to showcase their profession. You know, some of these children, when they are young, they are yearning to become. When they see, especially when they see some of these professionals, they are yearning to become like them. So the purpose of this career day is for children to get motivated to become who they are. Because one thing that we are seeing now, it seems as if children are not going too much again for this official careers, profession, because I was shocked today to see chefs, to see footballers and all. So I think it would inspire them, especially with the guest speakers that will be talking to these children. They are not going to talk to them as professionals, but they are going to talk to them as motivators, to motivate them, to encourage them to become what they want to become.
Which role will teacher and parents them for play for ensure say picky them achieve then different career them? Etlin Beatrix Potter explain.
What we've seen today, I think some of these professions really would have to be incorporated into the syllabuses, and I'm asking the government of Sierra Leone to incorporate, especially the prophet like the footballers, to incorporate them into the school's curriculum. Well, now what we've seen today, this is telling us that gone are the days that parents want children to become who they were, the parents. Children now are yearning for their own profession. So we are encouraging parents not to talk these children down, but to encourage them, to inspire them, to motivate them, question them what profession they would like to have or what they would like to become in the future, and they encourage them to take that path in the future.
During this celebration, some school picking them, they explain why they choose them different career them, and also waiting them plan for do, where them be professional, now then different career, yeah.
What is your name? My name is Samantha. What do you want to become when you grow up? I want to become a teacher. Why do you want to become a teacher? I want to become a teacher because I like children and I want to impact knowledge in them. My name is assent
Okay, so what do you want to be in the future?
President.
So why do you intend to be a president?
Make Sierra Leone a better place.
How do you intend to make Sierra Leone a better place?
By stopping poverty, building good schools, building good hospitals, and giving the teachers lots of money.
Where in the talk, Angela Renalisk explain, but waiting to think as parents about the career day celebration and how we go support in Pekin for achieve in career.
You say well for become a doctor. First of all, you can go fail exam and apply medicine, so it gets inspiration from them. We are in so many doctors there, so I can always say I want to become a doctor in the future. Then also I love the costume of the doctor, like the wears and the instruments they used. Well, as a good mom, I will try to teach him, help him to put more effort in his schoolwork, because being a successful doctor, it takes great perseverance and commitment. So I will try my level best as a mom.
Angela Renalix end up call on other parents them for support them picking them na then different career where they don't choose for ensure say them succeed. For Liberty Online TV, Bina Mohamed Kamara, the reports.
All right, so we continue the breakfast show. We come to you live from Liberty Online Television. Well, we can now in our studio. As earlier we tell us, say today we can look inside the Criminal Procedure Act of 2004, where Parliament being just don't repeal this BNTM, and from where that they happen inside last week, we don't they see plenty position them by legal practitioner them we get concern for the section where them pull inside this particular act, and then say them concern if then as legal practitioner and see them this happen, we make them the call on His Excellency the President, let him not sign this bill, let it go turn back in the Parliament so that they go do the right thing. And one party organization them we pull out a statement and make them position them for sake of this particular repeal, where Parliament will repeal the outdated 1965 Act, we replace, when in the Criminal Procedure Act of 2004 don't replace now. Now the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, when ILRAJ, then pull them, position them, and then self-join other legal practitioners. They call on the President, let him not sign this bill. Well, now the studio this morning, one for welcome Mohamed Wuriba, in a legal officer, we come out from the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, ILRAJ. Well, from there, we go get back the chairman for the Legislative Committee in a Parliament, when Honorable Abdul Mari Conte himself go talk to we inside the program. And if you watch, we get concern, you get questions, send them through the comment section. Then two people also go address all on a concern this morning. Good morning, Mr. Ba, and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right. Firstly, the Criminal Procedure Act of 1965, now a very old one, where plenty legal practitioner them, organization them, where they advocate for justice. Don't they call on government through Parliament for let them look inside this act and try for repeal. And finally, after long advocacy, it don't happen. But we see Usai Una's legal practitioner them, especially organization, they get concerned for a particular section where them pull inside this act here. So firstly, as legal practitioner, they waiting for uphold the rule of law. How do I feel with Parliament being finally able to repeal this particular act?
Thank you very much for getting here this morning. First of all, we will express enormous gratitude to Parliament and the Office of the Attorney General. We don't succeed for get a new Criminal Procedure Act, because it has been coming, for a couple of years now. We don't the attempt for make we get a new Criminal Procedure Act, because of course we all agree say the 1965 Act is outdated now, and we need for look at them and get new laws them on how criminal proceedings now the court can be done. However, we also disappointed to say because the intention of for make we be for repeal and get a new law on criminal proceedings now for make we pursue the administration of justice, for make we give power to the people, but we see say it was counterproductive when we attempt, well, not an attempt again, because it has already been done. The Parliament don't pass the law on Friday, and they don't pull what people can call jury trial. We now a trial by a jury of 12 IBD trade. We the judge they sit on, then 12 people then they sit on. They listen to the waiting they happen at the trial, and at the end of all the evidence they wouldn't go down adduced before the court, the judge they directs the jury as to the law. The jury now they go sit down in a room, then deliberate on waiting then do and then come with them findings. And so we think say this, now so we think happen, and on that note, now so the case for me. But that now has been taken away from our laws, and it's very essential that we remind ourselves, say we not just get jury trial now we lost them. This is something we, of course, by virtue of historical and colonial legacies, we inherit from we colonial masters them. But then self get as a result of reform. Of course, England will be a monarch, absolute monarch country where people then be tawawant and say no, the king get absolute power. So for reduce the power of the king, make we get things are in place. So they come about what we call the Magna Carta, and on the Magna Carta, it was there that the trials should be done by a jury of peers. We not go give the power to one great man for determine what happened, but we get so many other people that we go look at the issues that will happen during the trial and come out with a verdict or a decision.
If I look at the effects with this girl, let me go back to the preparation stage. Like you don't say we people and we get concern and interest, but the law don't they call for like Parliament to repeal this particular law. But then there's the way the drafters them of the law, they put the document them together. How participating then be make them, because any document you're gonna have Parliament before the members of Parliament and they look at themselves, people and they we can don't put the information and they inside the documents. Explain that stage the waiting be happen.
Well, I'm telling you, it attracted a lot of participation at the initial stage. Yes, consultations were done. Most of we add with voices them that not to today, not to this year, not to last year. I'm telling you something about 10 to 20 years down the line, where we don't do several consultations and we don't invite expert them from other countries. We don't come. The British High Commission, they all help into this, looking at this regulation and see how best we can settle them and make them fine. Inns of court them from England don't come, they don't add the words. And I make, if you watch the original bill, we go to Parliament, still retain jury trials, though modified. But so we surprised when it gets to Parliament and then we get for Pulam. And what to make we concern more, because this bill come out from the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. And when we began our Parliament during the proceedings, he was one of the people who pushed for it to be removed with some reasons that we give. So we're concerned with that, because now we all sit down, you know, and try for say, well, this is the law we want, this is the bill we sent to Parliament.
You say now Parliament then go remove this particular section we wanna get concerned about.
Yes.
But normally during stages them where bills then can go to Parliament, they can get 3 phases then, and get the committee stage, first reading, second reading, and third reading. During the committee stage, they are so we did at the pre-legislative committee. Then can call organization them, especially advocacy group the Lekona, when I can be part of the pre-legislative hearings them. In this instance, will not be get an opportunity there for sit down with the legislative committee?
Well, I don't know if other organizations were called, but as far as I am concerned, we own organization, the Institute for Legal Research, Advocacy and Justice. We pull a position paper where we submit to the office of the Attorney General. We also submit them to, you know, to the legislative committee in our Parliament. We submit them to various other stakeholders, them, you know. And in fact, we'll not even talk about jury trials, because jury trial was not a concern. It was part of the bill that went to Parliament. It didn't the structure of the bill, you know. So we'll not be too concerned about. However, there are other concerns, and for example, the issue of admissibility of electronic evidence. Of course, we all know say within the era of artificial intelligence now, where anybody can generate anything. We get a process of deep fakes where you can sit down or you make video, you know. So we make concern of them. If we say we admit electronic evidence, how we would certify the evidence, and whether not generates and generator, somebody just go make video of somebody, they kill person, then they can't say and so it happened, you know. How we ascertain? So that those are the concerns, some of the concerns that we make in our opposition paper. Notwithstanding, this issue of removing the jury trial happened during the second reading, when on Friday. Now that's when it happened. So there was not much time for consultation. So they took the nation as to a surprise. Some of, in fact, maybe in a Parliament on that very day on Friday, maybe shock will happen, because this is a very sensitive issue. I mean, public consultation would have been done. If really then be one pull them, then for don't send them out to the public, they say this now with proposal then people in consult. And I can remember back, there was a public consultation on jury trials some time ago when then they try for determine whether if it has been outdated, if jury trial can be removed from the justice system.
You just allege say na the AG, the Attorney General, will push for let them pull this particular section, and the member of Parliament them be end up for listening to them. But listening to the we get now the chairman for the Legislative Committee na Parliament. We don't join we on the phone. In name na Honorable Abdul Marie Conte. We there with we na the phone now, and in na the chairman for the Legislative Committee. We been champion this particular bill from inception stage where it gonna Parliament. If they can't take we through the different process and procedure them where they use so take them begin for repeal this particular bill here. So we na the 1965 Criminal Procedure Act, will na be outdated one, where legal practitioner them, but don't the advocate say they need for repeal and finally on Friday, Parliament don't repeal them, but again, legal practitioner then get concerned, but a particular section where them pull inside the bill. Good morning, Honorable, and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
All right, as I don't tell with viewers them, there's a lot of concern out there we get for do with the Criminal Procedure Act of 2004, where una 2024, I beg your pardon, where una repeal on Friday. One of the concerns the way legal practitioner they don't come out, they talk about even the call on President Biole in not sign this particular bill. So now they all get for do with trial by jury where una remove na the bill we go na Parliament. Take viewers and through waiting at the different stages they una use so to una reach to that conclusion day.
Thank you very much, Khadija. You see, we can always quick forceful look at the bad things. But first of all, I think we for commend Parliament for make sure say we really look at a bill now we don't do in the review process for almost something like 20 years. No matter, even the most crafted law can get shortfalls. And no matter whatever happened, we don't move from a very big step from 1965. We have to say, first of all, for look, now we even get a law where they talk about how we go tender electronic and digital evidence, how we go make sure, say, the trials are not that long anymore, you understand, preliminary investigation, you understand, not going to be much more longer than the way it been there before, you understand. You know, it gets positive things there. When they talk about costs, the way it be say, anybody can just carry case go no more, but if you carry case go, the case not even make that kind of way, then call sense day, then can even give you costs, you the complainant, we can go some of them thing in day. We don't introduce new forms of sentences them, suspended sentence, deferred sentence, and community punishment orders them. So many things, you understand, and special provisions and they for the trial of Pekin, and special provisions and they for trial of corporations and companies. Lord be commended first on that for that big step. Now, Lord, come to the concern where people they talk about. So, you see, the process now Parliament these days, you know, a much more inclusive and participatory. Regardless of the consultative process where the bill don't go through, just imagine if something don't take 15 to 20 years in line of review, imagine how many meetings are going to be held on this particular issue. Then a one. But even when it can't way back again, we still feel say, no, we'll open them up back more. You understand? We'll get a notice been go out and letters then go out to institutions. Them we even give them the opportunity for bring position papers then come again. Yes, we receive 3 position papers on time. Then in fact, one can away after. We don't even, you understand, conclude the process. But even some of you don't even present the position papers there, we also give them opportunity for come back again for defending position papers. So now that not alone make you be part of the process. But Parliament getting your own debate and people come up with the argument then from different angles then. So now the issue of trial by jury we they remove. Yes, we get an argument been there. I will tell you the argument against the removal be just on it go give power to one. If they remove him, you understand, the judge will get too much power, and then it's like I will go left the one whole thing in the hands of the judge alone. So everything be based on integrity issues. Trust me, even during the debate, the arguments, I'm not saying, so we're not talking about the whole truth, but the argument in the process, you understand, wasn't strong enough for even try for make a keeper. But now what if I just believe, say, from all the arguments we are listening to carefully during the committee stage the committee hearings till they come to the committee stage, what I believe will just get some kind of sentimental attachment to them. This is something we start sometime around 1066 around UK, wherein how it come about, sometimes they even bring neighbors them for come, the group of neighbors then come, sit down and even give their opinion or talk about what they know about a particular case. Most countries, you understand, even Commonwealth countries, you understand, even within the sub-region and maybe Africa, so like even Asia, don't do away with them. By the end of the colonial period, Nigeria did the same, Kenya did the same, South Africa did the same. You talk about Malaysia and so on. So even in the process, we will be to go through. I ask a question, say, if most of them countries, why Salon? For saying, are we to get sense or are we to the backward? Why will not still take a time for look at them again? But in the process, I come to the conclusion back again, say, because we were not bold enough to face the issue because of this strong sentimental attachment. People can go, this child and they pull, so you understand why you know what made them pull them. So the thing is, it's just would scare each other around the process, you understand? Why we not for pull them? But then when you look at today, the empaneling juries now this country, you understand, is so tough. Random selection, later on, will not even get proper database, you understand, wait for even say, oh, this person, now this work they do, and we then call now a credible person, later on, even though they even go for police clearance, we can just go put with fingerprints them and everything, and not even determine whether that person they get a criminal record or not. So empaneling jury and the database and how expensive it is a very tough one. So the argument for removal on the day win.
Honorable, we get Mohamed Uriba between at the studio, where na legal officer from ILRAJ. ILRAJ na one of the legal advocacy organization them. We don't come out with a position and they call on His Excellency the President, let him not sign this particular bill, let's send him back to una Parliament with the request say una for reinstate this particular section una don't pull. According to Mohamed Uriba at the studio, he alleged say na the Attorney General na him push una for let una go take this particular decision for remove that section. How would that be, Honorable?
No, I think the Mohamed Uriba in a better position in yourself for proving allegations. See the Attorney General na push we.
It's not true now during the second reading na Parliament.
Well, Ingo define what he mean by push, but the Attorney General be the day in the second make a case. So again, then Mr. Mohamed Uriba's opinion. But if I remember the name very well, ILRAJ don't also take part in other sessions them where we don't open up in other previous bills them. Maybe I think if I not like the Employment Act before, you understand, then don't see the process where they even go through. It might not be perfect, but it's better than what we don't experience in the past years. That's my own opinion. And then I believe say as time goes on, then we're able to try for defend and day. But the arguments on the day for removal be much more stronger than the arguments they offer, say, for make a retainer.
So, Honorable, because I remember the same way you be the read this particular bill, na Parliament, the Speaker been give time for let una the members of Parliament go through and come back na the committee meet before una be finally agree for Now, which stage and the reason them where the members of Parliament agree for accept this particular section for let it come out na the law books?
Well, now on the day itself, you understand, for the committee stage and the third reading, what it would make, you understand, we go now committee room one. Now for just try for even look at any other areas. In fact, that particular area, they was not even discussed in committee room one, because according to the report of the legislative committee, was sent out to the plenary. So in fact, it was again referred to the plenary. It wasn't part of the discussion there. But the other areas, then there will be need for sanitize. We'll give members the opportunity for raise up any other issues who feel say or for even look at. Now, even issues of, you understand, the definition of marriage, people get concerned, say, oh, it just not go be, because again, people don't begin go and spread every other thing around, say, oh, they want to try for bring, you understand, LGBT business into this bill. So people don't begin try for make and look bad again. So that concern they alone been coming, so try for make sure, so no, because of the outcry, you understand, we get for clear. For qualify this definition of marriage, you know, so make you not left any kind of doubt and everything. So these are some of the issues. That particular aspect they was still left to the plenary as the committee been suggesting in their report.
On that Parliament they represent people them. At which stage the members of Parliament been get consultation with the public for letting get their inputs in terms of taking out the juror section na the law books?
You see, consultation, they take different forms. Again, something we don't take 15 to 20 years in the review process. Don't go through a whole lot of consultation. In fact, let me even tell you now, sometime even in the 5th Parliament, even in my own constituency 130, Carl organized a session where, in fact, later on they even call me, taking people through this particular law. We don't get so many of them sessions then. So even for now we get the public back and get involved, I talk and say there was a notice where go outside, and even institutions that will be done, they take part, you understand. We might not capture all, but most of them, they will still get a particular time. Advocate take part, legal link take part, you understand? And even things like that, ILRAJ be done, they take part as well before, maybe not in this particular one. So the consultative process, you understand, has been there. Then let me tell you, it was even disappointing that, you understand, even Bar Association failed to send opposition paper. Like they did when we get the cyber law, we'll ask them back again, you understand? So these things about how consultative a consultative meeting can be, some get for calm, some not get for calm.
Honorable, ILRAJ representative in the studio here acknowledge say consultation been there, but this particular parts where we talk about we get for do with removal of the juror them, now the court system, now the one way they not believe say una do enough consultation. So the question is, now the people lemona they represent agree for let una as members of Parliament pull this particular section of the law?
We're representing the people, and the decisions that we'll take, you understand, now based on the arguments in front of us, we'll do say that in the interest of the people.
Honorable, with the kind way how legal practitioner them don't come out from Friday to now, senior people them na the judiciary system don't condemn this particular decision una take. It shows say una not do a very well job.
Okay, now they don't give their opinion. Where were they when we even call on them for candidate opposition paper? What were they busy doing? You see, now we left this back and forth. You understand? Parliament will do so many good things, nobody comments, you understand? One thing we know sit well with certain people, then go just come and blame everything on Parliament. Now, when una even begin this discussion, nobody not even mention the good things on the bill, but they can acknowledge that there are so many good things in this particular act, then decide for pick one. When we get the opportunity, you understand, for let we come, let we discuss before, Parliament is not perfect. If these strong arguments then be there, why we get for wait stay when it passed, then we'll come back again say, now this and this and this we don't do. Come on, they introduced on the Parliament in April. The whole part of April, the whole of May, you understand, we get all the time.
Honorable, then are not strange, because I can take you back to the time where they introduced the abortion bill. People them kick against them, religious leader them kick against and call on the president by then say let not sign them. The president send them back in Parliament, and up till now that bill they hanging. Una feel disappointed, say una as lawmakers they don't do the una work, then now legal practitioner and they come and condemn say una not do a very good job.
No, we don't feel disappointed. We act on the evidence today before we on the day, and the argument been very strong for the decision we'll take.
So now, if you say una not feel disappointed, this particular decision where una take, if the public they call now say President Biono for sign am because according to many legal practitioners, it's not good for let this particular section come out na the law book. As the one where they lead the legislative committee and you represent Parliament here by large, wetin you go say na the advantages of this decision where una na Parliament don't make say una the pull that section they come out na the law book? Any advantage there?
So many advantages. Jury system, you understand, sometimes you always even delay justice, and paneling the juries and all other things that will surround it. So, and we believe, say, justice delayed is justice denied. With one of these ways, we'll make sure, say, justice could be speedily dispensed.
So now the legal practitioner, they call on His Excellency, let him not sign them. What if President will send this bill back to owner? How you go ensure, say, work with them people there, so all we don't get a position for long I go get an inclusive bill where they go back and President sign them?
Working with people and organizations, them in some advocacy organizations, and not ever strange for the Legislative Committee and House of Parliament. If we ever reach that level, they will make sure so we do the needful. So
if President call now for ask how na reach to this decision, you there in the position as chairman for justify your decision?
Now that I just don't do right now. Now why I'm not able to do that to the head of the country?
All right, Honorable Abdul-Marie Conte, many thanks for you join we and give we all a background as to how una been go through this process for repeal this particular Criminal Procedure Act of 1965, we now na the Act of 2004. Many thanks for you joining the program, Honorable.
Thank you for having me.
All right. All right, so that's now Honorable Abdul-Marie Conte, the chairman for the Legislative Committee in our Parliament. You don't listen to an explanation where you don't give we as to how then as member of Parliament then be reached to the decision say them for full trial by jury inside the Criminal Procedure Act of 2024, sorry, when they come back to Mohamed Uriba, where they represent ILRAJ, then get a concern, and then they call on His Excellency the President for letting us sign this bill, send them back to Member of Parliament. Then with the request say then for reinstate this particular section again. Mr. Bai, don't listen to waiting the Honorable Member of Parliament don't talk. They don't take me through the process and procedure. Of course, it say not to the Attorney General being pushed for this particular decision. Then just thought I'm fit say a best practice for do.
Thank you very much. There are so much we I wish the Honorable will be there so that we go clarify certain issues then. First of all, I was in Parliament and recordings and did to the effect of all the assertions that we will make. If opportunity we can play the recordings them or we play the videos them because within a Parliament we see what happen. And then for response to statements that we make, number one is we of course acknowledge say tremendous developments take place by the bill, you understand, and also we acknowledge say consultations were done earlier, and when the bill go to Parliament, the issue of jury trial was not a concern because it was part of the bill and it has been managed by law. And we also acknowledge the fact that the issue of jury trial in our legal system gets it gets so many issues then. And then, in fact, it's not only about jury trial. I always say this to people. The entire judiciary gets problem. Now they talk about the Honorable say one of the justifications for making them pull jury trial now because of delayed process. But again, you file an application na court, na the Supreme Court. It takes ages for me to assign and then put judges them. For me, they assign them matter the day. We get cases that we don't go to the Supreme Court from 2019. We remember Wasabi. We get cases that we in the Supreme Court from 2018, 2019. 30 days don't sit on it. These are cases where not involve jury trial. You understand? And what to understand, jury trial is not something. It's not a default position unless the crime therefore be a serious crime. Now this would they call for. Yes, there is deficiency in the system that we acknowledge, but the numerous consultation that has been done will not ever call for its removal. People will not ever, legal expert, they not ever call for its removal. You understand? And we because we see say it's part of democracy. Forgive more people say, forgive more people rights. It's participatory. But then justification we then say it's delayed. Other matters that when a judge trial alone, it don't take 5-6 years in a court. Judge trial alone. It's not jury trial. They say, well, the jury can be manipulated, integrity issue they come up. Which sector in Sierra Leone will not get integrity issue? If not, that's not the question. Which the Anti-Corruption Commission will help we because then get records them. How many other areas them in the country we don't get corruption issue? Now, if we afraid say 12 man because I say naturally, the new bill say 10. let's say 10 people can be corrupted, how about one person? Yeah, the judges, all due respect to them, can strive for be impartial, but we anticipate, hypothetically, we say 12 people can be corrupted because these are people that we know they earn. That's what they can say. But how about just one person?
So nothing say Parliament not do justice to the voice of the people.
In fact,
in that particular section,
in fact, we think say the process was very deceptive. Because going to Parliament, we don't get this issue. Why not? It's the people, the public, honorable was economical of the entire. It was economical of the fact of the entire process. Because when you ask him about consultation, he not tell us say now tell me no get power for go back to the people. This now tell me who can just talk to receive. You understand? And there were arguments. The opposition on the other side of the aisle argued against this bitterly. They say give the reasons them why make them they don't want this. All the reasons them way me listen the Attorney General we indulged parliamentarians and for accept the removal of jury trial. Now one that it's a miscarriage of justice. But come on, how many judge alone trials them we will not see we don't happen when a miscarriage of justice. Quite recently we test the court on the issue of proxy in voting in companies. We all know the end of that. We're not the judge alone. Understand? Then so on and so forth. We mean like I said, you get case where you don't do you appeal them. You go for appeal. Appeal, let's say for the inside within 3 months. It take years before they even empanel judges there for make the appeal for you.
Okay, this still one of the fact for so say right, not so the right decision Parliament will take for remove the trial by a jury. One go they wonder say the same Parliament when I get colleagues then they win a lawyer. In fact, the speaker na a lawyer where they part of one. Why they no be don't see this say a wrong rather than them pass them now that they say the president's not for sign them.
With the speaker, with all due respect, is a lawyer. In fact, his position back now be the same thing. His position was we have to remove it instead of the deficiency them, forgetting about the good side of it. They always the deficiency. Like for example, the Attorney General mentioned say all the rest of Africa no get jury trial again, which we research show it's not to 3B, and all the countries them when are Commonwealth countries they will remove jury trial, then do so during the time when they get military rule. Like Nigeria, where they reference as an example, did that during the 1970s when the military rule. Now only martial law. During martial law time, they ended the pull jury trial because military will not get tenets of democracy. But Ghana, we can emulate Ghana. Jury system gets deficiencies. But what they did, they managed it by law. They reduced the amount of numbers of jurors per panel. Then they also increase on the qualification. We can manage it. Like for example, we will not go higher possibly they pay 1,000 leons per month for can be juror. We don't say that person can easily be compromised. Understand? You know what I mean? So we can manage it by law, but removing it it's as if we don't remove a fundamental aspect of democracy, because one person in mind can never be equated to 12 or 10 person or 8 person.
Honorable, they make attempts but somebody advantage them, we then look at we make them pull this particular parts from the law. But from your side, what do they see as it affects them where this go get if President Bio signed this particular law?
It's enormous. I don't think say time go they follow talk all. But number one, not see where they erode public trust. You understand? And it's fundamental. The process all of the introduction of jury system now the common law system, it was for enhanced public trust. Let people and get trust say they are tried by their own peers, not by somebody we know they get contact with, somebody they talk with. Secondly, it increased judicial bias. Of course, I don't give logically and factually how one person in decision as against 7 or 8 people in decision can never be the same, right? Because the jury, whether after the direction of the judge, whether they go sit down na them corner for decide on the case. Now votes, then they vote. There are certain crimes then, for example, like murder, treason, robbery with aggravation, and mutiny. These are very very serious crimes, the only verdict that can be accepted from the jury is a unanimous verdict. If the nominator forgets a unanimous verdict, then they take the two-third majority verdict. So it tells you they are very serious crimes. So taking those serious crimes from the jury system, making it for a judge alone, has so many implications. Then again, it is reduced accountability. How, therefore, the checks and balance of our democracy, of our society, really has been tampered with by the removal of jury system. So what we are asking, we kindly plead to His Excellency the President, as how we don't label him before. He is the father of democracy, as how we don't call him. Take a thorough consideration on this, because this gets an effect on society. Make we go back to the drawing board, because on the issue of jury trial, I will tell you there was tremendous consultation. People from overseas come, experts then come, but at the end of the day, we agreed to make it may we retain them. Now make we take them to the bill, went to Parliament with jury trial. This I don't think so. You mentioned this to the, if you don't bring this to the parliamentarian, say, but naturally when the bill go to UNA, jury trial be did. You understand? After all the consultation, jury trial be did. After all the position paper, then jury trial be did. Why not the time where people are not get opportunity again for influence or talk? Now just parliamentarians at the end, at the second to third reading, now the time they remove them. There is something wrong on the process.
I still ask the question, say, when I get colleagues them in parliaments and they sit down and they know everything, all the process, then you think, say, they are colleagues, lawyer, and they do in a parliament, not do justice on our behalf?
Well, I don't want take a brief for them, but I know say that lawyers them within a parliament will be there in favor of the removal of the jury system. There are also lawyers that within a parliament will not be there in favor, given them political divides. We not talk on politics, we not take any side, but what we are saying is what is right for the justice system of Sierra Leone. Taking out jury system from our justice, from our criminal justice system, is the effect we get, it past the disadvantages where they claim. These deficiencies are things that can be managed by law. The issue of integrity can be managed by law. The issue of delay can be managed by law. And jury system, like how they try for painters, so it's not the only system of justice system now with judiciary we get delay. Then they will not tell you that it could be a complete misrepresentation of the fact, because Supreme Court matters them take till they tell you they have not been assigned. We see recently where Mr. Roland Wright writes a letter to the speaker, tell us say if you don't apply for certain things, they're up till now from the days of Justice Edwards to the current Chief Justice. Now until after that we see they assign them. So it is not the jury system, it is the judiciary that has the problem. So if we want to overhaul the system, we have to overhaul the entire judiciary. So the delay defeats equity, that is not a good argument, and that argument cannot hold. So what we are asking is, taking the jury system out is you've tampered in the democratic process of the country. And this country in a democracy, we are not under martial law. All the Commonwealth countries, the way that they reference them pull jury system, these countries them countries that will be under military rule, they tell them pull up. We don't do the research, and when they say we don't get, they also say jury system not in Africa again. That was not a good argument, because Liberia still get jury system, Ghana still get jury system, Gambia then pull and doing Yaya Jammeh in term. We don't know why make Yaya Jammeh pull jury system. Nigeria pull and doing the military regime. Then other South Africa doing the apartheid regime. So we all know countries that we don't pull out. We all know the reason that we make they pull them. The way they do research, not just do waiting they exist, do why them pull them. Waiting at the reason we make them pull them. But the countries that we get democracy, they only admire, they still get jury system. The United States, we see how the jury system work on the Black Lives Matter case, the policeman we go stepping on George Floyd in case.
That's about us say all this while we in at the law books. Now, whose value don't give to the justice system now, Salon?
I don't want to sound political, but most of the political matters them, because of its nature, now jury trials, and we all see how we end up. Like for example, the recent example I can draw the minds of public is the State versus Paulo Conte, we all saw the value of the jury, because when people them come together, the lawyer be able to make the facts clear to the people them. Say one great man no go na state house with pistol like James Bond go kill president. You understand? So that be able to make the jury think wise and give them verdict. If you read the matter, the Honorable Justice Fisher be take to the Supreme Court for interpretation. Honorable Justice Fisher quite recently applied to the Supreme Court against the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and by name I forget, get some Creole name. You know, the judges and at the Supreme Court, Justice Vivian Solomon and the quorum, they give a very good narrative. In fact, in that case, Justice Vivian Solomon he said the jury system is fundamental in the common law system. You understand? He said it's a fundamental aspect of justice delivery in the common law system. This now Supreme Court judges that then sit on this matter. Then Justice Vivian Solomon go and tell me the history of jury system and how attempt has been made for pull and come on with justice system. He give you the case of the state versus Sheikha Stephen. He give you the case of the state versus Mohammed Bashtaki. We see all how the jury help for hold on to the balance. Had it not been for the jury, politicians therefore don't get away with what's in they want. And we all know how how fragile the democracy is, how feeble the democracy is. If we not all learn in there.
So if you say the majority, sorry Khadija, the majority will agree for this particular law at Parliament, do so to their own advantage and not look at the broader picture?
Well, I can't say that, because the Attorney General stated in the Well of Parliament, and which I hold, that this law not for affect, not for go witch hunt anybody, not for go after anybody. That was the Attorney General said. He said this law has shown a progressive law. Every law, of course, who they make, not for be a law for witch hunt anybody. But again, the process of how they pass the law, the intention behind passing the law, it's a concern for us as legal researchers. That is why we say it's a concern, because had it been something they wanted to remove, they should have brought it to the people. Again, they did, and the answer of the people was that we should retain it. The question was posed some time ago. Before I think I even done law school, I participate for that process day where they talk say whether it's sufficient for make we remove jury system now we try and now with justice system. Majority people say no.
We listening to the leader of government business during the tell them the debates this particular bill. One of his submission the way he make now that maintaining the jury system part of we law books them is very expensive. Now one of the reasons and the way Ingi say therefore remove them.
You see, all these well, I can't say excuse, all these reasons then for make them remove not the whole sway, because it's quite ridiculous for even say that, you know, with all due respect to the honorable leader of government. Justice is something that shouldn't be expensive. The layman, the ordinary, the jury system there for safeguard the ordinary man. That I don't for understand. It is not to safeguard the state or to safeguard the establishment, but the last and final hope of the ordinary man. The ordinary man will get hope when you say not to one grain person determining faith. Imagine you have been accused of murder. The sentencing of murder in Sierra Leone now life imprisonment. You go there in a prison for the rest of your life, even though they put 30 years quota. Then or you have been accused of treason. There's a treason trial going on. You understand? I mean, you cannot equate that to any issue of economical effect. You cannot. Because this has to do with the life of the people, the life of somebody.
We don't see ILRAJ don't come out, make a position, senior practitioner like Augustine, so Isembe Mara, Leon Jenkins Johnson, they all don't come, make them position them, plead with His Excellency the President, let him not sign this bill, let him send them back to the Member of Parliament them. You think say una voice them loud enough for let President Bio hear you una and say, okay, I know they sign this bill, MP they una go do the needful.
Well, that's the beauty of democracy, you know. Democracy, even the voice we not loud, even the dullest voice, you know, gets say na the process. That is the beauty of democracy. So whether our voice is loud or not, we have raised our voices and it must be listened to. That is democracy. So we are asking His Excellency the President the power in our hand now, because the moment he assents to that, it has become law. In fact, they don't pass them, it's law already. It's just ceremonial process now for the President assign. We don't see, when I raise the issue of the adoption bill, we see how it passed. You can't tell me that the religious council was the majority then. We cannot ascertain who was the majority or who was the loudest voice then. But because they raised that concern, the people in talk, the awareness come up. The president say, well, you see, this is not a problem. Let's listen to them. Let's send them back. So this is the same thing we are facing now. His Excellency, the President, with a plea to you. Now you get the power now. Now beg will they beg you. We take our jury system, not for today, now for tomorrow. We have seen examples in this country where people, when they at the helm, then pass law. The day when they come on at the helm, the day when they come on at power, now that law they use against them. This law is not a good law.
You strongly believe, say, this law not a good law. And if President Bio not listen to una plea, una they make now go ahead and sign them. Nothing we will regret in the future.
Well, we not talk about them personally. As a state, nothing we will regret. Now, we not go find for the progress of Sierra Leone. Jury system all over the world, because in an aspect of the common law, then countries that we get laws from England, all over the world, you know, it gets in deficiency, it gets in like everything gets in disadvantage. But the disadvantage in this instance not outweigh the advantage. The issue of miscarriage of justice, it is being done in all other aspects of the judiciary. The issue of delayed process, it is being done in all other aspects of the judiciary. Supreme Court matters have been delayed, Court of Appeal matters are delayed, judge alone matters, civil matters, criminal matters are delayed. Matters therefore take 3 months, they take 5 years in a court, you know. So it's not a problem of the jury system, it's a problem of the judiciary.
If President Bio not end up signing this particular law, send them back to Parliament for let them come to the public back and look at this particular section, for let the people and speak whether or not they want and they back. The members of Parliament already in majority will agree for this law, get their own advantages and we don't look at. What una go provide us options for retain the law?
Well, we don't get power again. We have to be reminded that going by Section 105 of the Constitution, a Parliament get power for pass law. Once it has been passed and signed by the President, it is law. We get to follow that law. You understand? But we have to be minded that we are giving too much power to a single person, to a judge. And even though we say a Parliament pass law, people like former Justice or Chief Justice of the United States of America, Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes, it's we say the judges them in the process of interpreting this law with Parliament passed, now then they make the law. Ooh. So now the more they make the law, now don't go give power. You know?
I don't follow there on a debate there. So throughout the weekend, legal practitioners like a state don't come, don't make a position individually. Organizations like ILRAJ don't come, don't make a position individually. But one thing will surprise a lot of people, why up till now, una as legal practitioner them, una get a body with govern una, where they look at certain issues them, especially when it come for interpret and uphold the rule of law in the country. Now then they make the Bar Association, but up till now nobody know any position from them. ILRAJ as well, concerned say up till now, individual lawyers them don't they come out, make them position them, be known and call on His Excellency, let him not sign this. But organization they like the Bar Association up till now not talk nothing.
Of course, we all agree with Honorable the leader of legislation, Honorable Abdul Mari Telwi, say it's a shame. So I accuse with that. I join them. You know, it's a shame for the Bar Association not for put more on this very important issue. And this is not the only issue. Several other issues that we don't come up in this country. We've not been hearing from the Bar Association. So it's a shame. That is why the Bar Association itself need overall. Like I'm saying, it's not the jury system. The judiciary get problem. If we accept that and try for make things right, it go better for this nation. Remember, the judiciary is the most important and fundamental organ of the democratic process. If we not get, we don't see the TRC report. We say one thing we cause the 10-year civil war now because of the kind of judiciary we'll be getting 10 in the. But it's like history, they repeat itself. Enough for Biso, enough for Tonso, enough for Talex, so the big, now big with the big. So it's a shame to them. I would say that I'm a member of that association, that we not see nothing, we not hear nothing from the it. At this very important moment, we not hear nothing from the it. It's a shame. And Honorable Mary, don't shame them now. So publicly.
This process will take over 20 years for it come to actuality, and now institutions and they call for send them back and go review. See this like missed opportunity where all these years people on the struggle for change this.
That is why I don't know which adjective I go put to that, but I make you see we in pain, even the way they talk we in pain because now something we don't suffer for the past 20 years. Understand? That could have been the most progressive law Sierra Leone ever get, had that not been that jury system in the Nopulam. Now I make somebody talk on Twitter say this country, the people away the president give responsibility for do certain tax. Now they undermine them. The president is a very progressive man. With all the fine laws that they make, so the gender equality, the abolition of the child marriage, the abolition of the death penalty. President is a very progressive man. That's fantastic, you know. But you get people waiting at the side, where you give responsibility them, where they undermine them. These are like this issue of pulling this jury system. Now undermine them. So imagine how that they will reflect in the democratic credentials. You know, when I get for can't take the way MCC they do, then Freedom House, it get for affectory because they get for right hand also don't pull them, and then they don't affect with democratic process. So with the AXCAM, this is now an opportunity for her now. He is the father of our democracy, as we can say. Now, in give democracy in 1996, we'll go back to a multi-party system. We kindly appeal to her, we go back to the drawing board. If you sign this bill as it is, as it has been passed by Parliament, it has enormous the implications that we get enormous. It outweigh their excuses there with the other side of the arguments then they pose. So we cannot afford that. We cannot afford this opportunity. People don't put their sweat and resources on this bill for the past 20 years where they ran from the several attorney generals. They don't go. They all be they talk about criminal procedure. They not be able for Passam. Now the opportunity this will get for Passam, we make we do it in the right way. Make we ensure say the right thing is done. If that be the case.
Whose position as ILRAJ una go day if una see finally President Bill put in signature on this bill?
We'll just be disappointed because we don't get power. We only power we get now this now the power we get for Kayasu and talk, advocate, do we research and say that this is not the best practice. We advocate for them. That is the only power we have. Do them objectively and apolitically, and that's not the power we get. But if the president can, with his wisdom, can go on and sign the bill and make a law, then that is the law. And
I think say just for then at Twitter, Facebook, right position, say they call on His Excellency not sign this bill enough. Let's take you to a recent example in Kenya. The world see how Kenya people them be stand up and ask the president not for sign a finance bill when they feel that be a burden on them, increase on taxes and other one them. Una just sit on a Twitter, Facebook, they call on presidents, or maybe President Bill might not even see una calls the owner they make.
Yeah, it is the people that has to do that. We don't go ask, we don't go incite people like for common do. May God forbid, we can't do that because it's not within our mandate. As a democratic process, as advocacy group, we power gets now for advocate and talk and bring awareness. Sometimes from awareness, people then go rise up, but we cannot tell people, look, come on, logo argue for this, logo fight for this. No, we will never do that. May God forbid. It is not within our mandate. But again, all we can do, and as far as we can go, now for talk, and like you say, hopefully the president will be able to say.
Thank you for doing the program.
Thank you.
Mr. Ba. Quickly, now look at on our messages them way on don't send the program. They will come back to Weber. Let respond to on our text messages them way on don't send.
The very first message we'll look at inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. Now the YouTube channel, Kuroma Abdul say, Mr. Honorable, make I ask you this question, yeah? Now for the people, na this country, una the work bar or na for una safe?
Honorable AKK na Facebook, they say, thank you, Mr. Ba. As opposition, we presented all these positions and the AG could not listen to us. But at this point, we join you to call on the president not to sign this bad and senseless law.
All right, we look at more messages. Kuroma Abdul na the YouTube channel again. They said, Sierra Leoneans, we really need to be careful with a give example to country them we develop past we.
Jibril Kanu on Facebook, they say this government is not people-centered. They have taken citizens saying on who represents us in parliament. Now the people's opinion on justice system by eliminating jury service. What next, our citizen?
We look at more messages for the Mustafa Turen on the Facebook page. They said the Honorable does not know that he is being paid to do the right things and nothing wrong. He should know that the media all around the world pick on bad things. Where is he from?
Fuad Kamara na Facebook, they say, please, Mr. President, please remember the criminal libel law. Then SLPP tried to make it as a law. Then they kicked out of power and the APC implemented it. You know the result of it. Now you want to remove this law again. One day SLPP will be kicked out of power. APC will implement it again. Mr. President, think wise.
We look at more messages. This other one from Fode Ture. They say if we had a bar association, they should have emerged by this because their clients will be disadvantaged to be judged by different opinions. In bracket, they say the jury. It's clear to everyone why the government captured the bar association and openly fraudulent elections. Salona permanent reverse gear with it.
All right, well, from the messages then there, many thanks so now always send on our messages them, and we apologize if we're not able to read all of them because of time. We they come over now quickly to Mr. Ba, where they represent ILRAJ Naya, so let me respond to some of the messages, then they will continue the conversation.
I thank you very much. We want to tell all the people that we send a message, plenty thank you. Of course, we don't hear waiting the people and say there's a public consensus out there. Everybody, of course, is aware and know the effect of taking out the jury system from our justice system. So we join waiting people that don't talk and ask the president. Now it don't pass parliament now, the power in hand. One of the things that we see we are so hot now the fact that at the stage when they decide for take jury trial, a senseless issue like that, you understand? If then we go to a parliament, then go with jury trial, it go no more so. Then we put talk, you know, we probably say, okay, well, now something with them, now decision that we don't take from long. But then go to a parliament, if you watch the original bill we go to parliament, the modes of trial, now 3. A trial by a jury, a trial by a judge with the aid of assessors, and a trial by a judge alone. Then when I go pull and come out, when I go left a trial by a judge alone, it's it sounds to be deception to the public, you know, because the public, we the advocacy groups them and civil societies, we lower our guard because we say, well, this is a progressive law.
When we interview Honorable Marriages, you self-listen to her, he said and take into consideration all of the implications before they make this decision. He tell you some of the implications right? He said miscarriage of justice and delayed defeats equity. And I don't counter them. I say it's not the jury system has that problem. It's the judiciary. With a sober judiciary, the jury system is the perfect system. I'm going to say that. I'm saying it. I'm not saying this on behalf of ILRAJ. I'm saying this personally. Is that we issue is not the jury system. We issue is the judiciary, because even Supreme Court matters. Then they take Supreme Court matters, for God's sake. 5 judges. They take how many? 5
5 to 10 years. If I for them assign them the empaneled judges and for sit the matter, it takes years. See way the Chief Justice can just do within 20 minutes. It takes years. So it tells you it's not the jury system. Judge alone matters. There matters. We they go to court. I'm also a practicing lawyer. I get so many matters the way I get briefs the way they go to court. The judge alone matter. It takes ages. There are times where they go with all due respect to the judges them. Would they sit down in court from 9 o'clock? Would they wait for judge till 1 o'clock before he come? So so this issue is not about the jury system. It's about the judiciary.
What an institution like ILRAJ do now forgets the greater number now on our side, because perhaps the advisors then to the president with this bill go referendum in table might want forget more voices for say na reason we make presidents be enough.
What I'm telling you, we don't need to even get the greater people now side. The greater people now then our side. If we can do opinion poll right now, I'll tell you even 20% of the people who are in support of the jury of abolishing the jury system will not go get them. You go everybody out there. From like you say from Friday to now, I've spoken to senior practitioners. Then senior lawyers. They don't pass 30 to 20 and 40 years in this country. Then they all get a unanimous opinion, and this opinion is that it's bad for our laws. It's a bad precedent that we've done. So that is why we the appeal. We only power we get now for big president. Then are your foot. We are on our knees. We are asking you to please consider the implication of signing that law by taking out the jury system. And like the parliamentarians say, like Honorable Mari say, this could have been a fantastic law if you see the beautiful provisions there inside this law. You understand? Like you say, the acknowledgement of the advancement of technology. Of course, we all know how technology don't improve now in the world. And the issue of cyber law, all include them into this bill, and try for adjust them, and make can find and meet up the current day. But that particular one green thing we didn't do, it don't become counterproductive. This could have been something we're gonna also say, wow. Then people are really get a good heart, a good mind for this country. But again, we not let it. Presidents still get the power, not for assent.
All right, many thanks, Mohammed.
Thank you very much.
Where you joined me at the program this morning. In case you just tune in, that's Nabi Mohammed Wuriba, in a legal officer. I come up from ILRAJ. Every day we tune at the program this morning. The states and concern we then get because of the trial by a jury where Parliament don't remove out of the Criminal Procedure Act of 2024 where they've been passed on Friday. ILRAJ get concerned and other legal practitioners have then they call on His Excellency the President say let him not sign this particular bill, let him send them back to the Member of Parliament them with a request them for reinstate this particular section back. And we'll be talk to the chairman for the Legislative Committee in Parliament, Honorable Abdul Mare Conte, where being take we through the process and procedure them where they be used for look inside this bill, literally go to a parliament and how they be remove this particular section where na a trial by jury. Well, we'll continue to observe and see how this advocacy go and know if President Bill go listen to the call where ILRAJ and other legal practitioners and they make not for sign this particular bill.
All right, now this edition of the Breakfast Show go left for now. Many thanks to una always don't send on a message them. You will don't continue for like, follow, and tell more people about Liberty Online Television. Many thanks to you. We appreciate tonight, and if you not read your message, apologies, but we really appreciate the fact that they continue for follow and like and tell more people about this platform. Until we meet again, Mabel Kabadi say goodbye.
All right, well. We want to say many thanks. We don't send on our messages them, and so now all way unable for read on our messages them. We apologize. Continue for watch Liberty Online Television. Continue for share all we content. We want to say many thanks as today we get over 550 active plays, and also on YouTube the numbers and they go up over 150 active viewers them. Continue for share all our programs them. Continue for comment, tell somebody about Liberty Online TV, the only digital platform where they give you credible information but always in the app. We will continue for look at this issue. We see the comments them, and we will try for bring different views them. Might bring the members of parliament them from both parties, then they can tell we how themselves been participate in this particular bill. We get a lot of concern, especially from the legal practitioner them, and we the media self get right for advocate and give platform for let people them get them the various opinion them and call on His Excellency for sign the bill. So to meet back, Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.